anyone else joins us, no worries.
We might have to bail halfway through. We'll see how this goes.
That's okay. If there is a mute button, so if you're noticing a lot of background noise, you can just put yourself on mute, and then if you want to come off and speak, unmute yourself. And sometimes that helps just with the connection. So go ahead, Sherry, you might as well start recording. All right, so thank you for taking the time on a Sunday at 5 o'clock, right around dinner, to kind of connect with some of our team members and just see how the last week has been going. So we're 2.5 weeks into our challenge, and how's everyone feeling so far? All right. Okay, so we're kind of just going to go around and same as last time, just discuss a little bit. You can just do a quick intro, your name, and kind of how you're feeling 2.5 weeks into the challenge, and what has been your high and your low this last week. So I guess I'll start with myself. My high this last week has actually been sleep, which is surprising. I found myself going to bed at around 8:30 or 9 every night. But mind you, I have been getting up around 4:30 or 5 in the morning most mornings. So I just find that I'm played out, and I'm definitely an evening snacker. So as soon as I start feeling like I want to hit the pantry, I'm just saying, okay, I need to go to bed. And that's what I've been doing. My low has been, I had an afternoon of baking with my son. So I can't deprive him of everything, right? Because it is the season. So I made some healthy muffins and some energy balls, and I still had some sugar cookies. But hey, you know what? I had a couple. They were good, and I didn't touch them after that. So that was my low. So all in all, it's been a pretty good week. All right. I'm going to put myself on mute. Sherry, if you want to go next.
Sure, I'd love to.
All right.
So I'm Sherry Prochaska. I'm here in Boise with Stephanie. And I would say my high was being mindful of eating all week until last night. My mother-in-law made chili dogs for dinner. So, you can't turn down free food. And so there's that. So that was not the best choice last night. But it was a good week. So, and I did get some exercise in throughout the week, and that's my main thing for the challenge. So I'm excited about
that. All right. Victoria, would you like to go next?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Tori. I'm up in Calgary with Sabrina. It's been a rough week for me, actually. Max, can you be quiet for just 1 minute, please? Thank you. Sorry. I've just kind of been all over the place this week. I've been skipping meals, and I've been on track in terms of calories consumed, but they haven't been good calories or at the right times, or it's just been a mess this week. So I did manage to make 120 cupcakes and only eat one.
Wow.
So that was pretty good.
That's an accomplishment.
I just took like half of the vanilla and half of the chocolate, and that was going to be okay. So that was good. And my brother's wedding was yesterday, and I just had the best time. So I'd say that was the high. I stayed away from all the food, and I limited myself to a couple of drinks with no mixers in it. So I kind of chose really well, and I danced my butt off. So I'd say that was my high.
Great. So when it comes to feeling that you've been all over this week, what do you think? Like, have you been traveling? I think you went on a weekend trip with your husband, right?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't. Yes, honey. Just 1 sec, okay. I didn't think I don't realize how much I relied on my routine before I went away. So kind of coming back and getting back to normal. And my mother-in-law had been here too, so we're just trying to get back on track. And just had weird food in the house from people being here and house guests and stuff. So, yes. Yeah. So it was just kind of off routine. I haven't exercised as much. I've still done it. We just actually got back from a run.
Good.
So it's coming, but I didn't have the best week.
Okay.
But I'll take it.
Well, here's to a new week starting tomorrow, right?
You betcha. Thank you.
Or tonight. Yes. All right. Kathy Slisser.
Good job with the last name. I'm Kathy, and the challenge this week has been the mornings just did not go as planned. There were several emergencies or things similar to emergencies this week that meant that maybe I ate a tiny bit of something at like 6 a.m. and then I didn't see food again until like 2 o'clock. So I wasn't dying, but the part of me that's thinking this isn't a good way to fuel your body was thinking, okay, that's just not great. So I need to just have something available in the car or whatever that I can grab. Even because emergencies arise more often than not. And a high was lots of good choices with portion control this week, including, which is my major goal, including last night hosting 7 people for dinner and eating a really normal and good amount that ought to be normal, while I'm watching other people eat until they're really miserable, which is normally what I do. And I felt okay stopping when I wanted to stop. So that was a good high for me. A low was one night this week where there was no other option except to eat a s'more. And that was what I did. But I only ate 1, and usually it's 2. So it was a great night.
Okay, good. So when it comes to not like, going from 6 in the morning until 2, do you pack any snacks with you throughout the day, or is it just that you get
normally, because this was not a typical set of circumstances. According to my calendar, I was well planned. I should have been home and that kind of thing. And there were times either where I didn't get home or I couldn't get off phone calls. My job's a little bit unpredictable. And so I'm realizing that I probably just need to keep something in the car, no matter where I'm going, if that's just to have, or something in my purse, no matter where I am, and keep that nearby, because that was it was really a typical week in that sense.
Yes, perfect. All right. I don't know if you guys saw that on the main challenge page, there is some healthy fueling snacks that they kind of give some suggestions. So there's like some nuts and stuff like that. If you're thinking things to like keep in your car, healthy, low glycemic protein bars, nuts, and, having some fruits and vegetables, obviously in weather like this isn't ideal, but preparation is key, right? So taking a couple hours, usually on a Sunday, I take a couple hours and just prep some stuff up for the week and then have it pre-portioned so it's ready to grab and go. And I know that we can't always control our circumstances, but that's one of the things that I find that is helpful for me. So great. Thank you for sharing. All right. Is this Lacey, or you don't look too familiar to me? Is a friend of Sherry?
It's my mom.
Oh, hello. Okay. Would you like to go tell us what your high and low has been?
Sure. My high has been really eating correctly and staying on plan, but my low is probably not exercising every day like I should be. So just have to get back into. We've had a lot of my excuse is it's been really hot and depressing here in Texas, but we have a cool front, so I have no excuses now. So
just getting back out there and starting is the hardest part, right?
Yeah, regular exercise.
All right, thank you. All right, Kathy Jones. Kathy, can you hear us?
Hi.
Oh, there we go. You look all cozy.
I would say that. Yeah, can you hear me now? Okay. This is the first time I sat down today. It's been a busy day, so I'm like, I'm doing this meeting laying down.
Sounds good.
So my low this week was probably sort of Monday to Thursday. It was a really rough start of the week, just emotional and not eating well at all, and put back on a couple of pounds that I had already lost, and was really just, my husband informed me I was crazy, I was insane, which I would probably concur with. But then my high has been Friday, Saturday, and like spot on with my eating, doing really well, and not even really feeling tempted. I did that I think I posted a comment about it, but there was that one reading that talked about pain pushes until desire pulls, and what do you really want. And so I'm trying to really focus on what I really want, which is healthy, versus what my body sort of tells me I want often, which is junky food, or what I'll turn to when I'm running short. So yeah, I'm feeling good.
Excellent. I saw that post on the challenge wall too that you're talking, and that's one of my favorite things that I always have to remind myself about, is that structural tension, right? We always have that goal that we're working towards. Sometimes it's a vacation or a wedding or something coming up, and so we get motivated. We want to lose weight. We want to feel good. We know we're going to be in pictures. And then, so we're working towards our goal. And then as soon as that happens, we kind of just go back to old habits. And so we always have to find the deeper root. Like, what is it? Why is being healthy and fit, or, losing some weight, why is it really important to us? So I have some structural tension charts that I will forward to you guys too. And I'll kind of just make you work through that, sitting down. And sometimes that's hard to do. We have to answer questions about ourselves. But I can forward some information. I'll send that out to everybody who's in the challenge. All right, thank you. All right, Sabrina.
Hello. Okay, highs and lows. The high of the week is my water intake. I'm more aware of that I need to drink water, and I'm pretty on par drinking at least 2 liters of water a day, which is big for me because I'm not a big water drinker. My low is the exercise. This little bundle of joy is not sleeping, so we're sleep training, which means I'm not getting any. And so my motivation for working out is just zero. I have no energy, and he's all over the map with naps right now, so it's really unpredictable. So I'm hoping by the following week now coming up that everything falls into place a little bit more, and then that I can at least get some exercise in at home.
Good.
I'm not even wanting to go out of the house to exercise, but at home half an hour would be nice. But yeah, other than that, eating is going pretty well.
Good.
Just the exercising part isn't coming along as quickly as I would like it.
Okay. Are you able to get out for walks every day? Do you go with the kids, the park? And
we walk to preschool, but it's not the kind of exercise that I want, and I need. I have more energy than that typically, but with going with no sleep is a little difficult.
But you have to remember that sleep is an important part of the equation too, right? So as much as we always feel like exercise is what we need to be healthy, it's important, but sleep is almost as important. And right now, if you're so interrupted, then, don't be so hard on yourself and do what you can. And this might not be the best week for exercise, but get that sleep in, and then work in the exercise when you can.
It's just getting the structure back.
Yes.
Prior to being pregnant. That's a big key part for me of this challenge. Not so much the weight loss. I'd like to lose the weight, but I got to be realistic too. So if I lose a little bit of weight, fine. It's more the getting back into a routine that is predictable for me and something I can stick to. So
great.
Once he sleeps, it's one step closer to that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So if everybody wants to come off of mute, and we'll quickly just go through and say what's one of your goals for this next week coming up, now that you're kind of learning a little bit more and finding out what you're enjoying about the challenge. For myself, I'm really going to try to focus on, I don't want to say I'm feeling stressed, but I'm a little bit busy in the last couple of weeks, so I just need to focus on being more centered and really just taking even just 20 minutes a day to read something lighthearted, or just, a daily devotional or something like that. That's my goal for this week. Anyone else?
Mine's exercise.
Dave? Victoria?
Mine would just be to get back on track. I was exercising 6 days a week and really eating well, and I need to get back to that.
All right, good. Kathy Slesser?
Mine is remembering
to actually
long-term trajectory,
getting back to exercise as well.
And that days. I was realizing I was very grateful that you posted the other day the thing about it takes 4 weeks for you to notice change, 8 weeks for people who know you to notice, 12 weeks for strangers to notice, and I I was realizing this week that I didn't know how driven I was by other people noticing, and no one's noticed yet. And I have felt different, and that's part of what's been keeping me going. And I found myself discouraged the last 2 days because, well, maybe I'm just duping myself that I feel different or I feel better because nobody said anything, so maybe nothing's happening. And just remembering this is a long-term set of better choices, no matter what anybody notices or doesn't. So.
Exactly. That's great. Thank you. All right, Linda?
Mine is probably exercising, getting into a regular routine.
Good. So you and Sherry need to be messaging each other back and forth and motivating each other to get some exercise in daily.
Yeah.
For real. She's coming next week. So.
I was going to say, or come for a visit, and then you got it.
I know.
Perfect.
Gonna start our routine.
Awesome. All right, Kathy Jones. I think you're trying to go at the same time, but I thought I heard exercise in there.
So mine was just to try to get back to exercising as well, just to make it really part of my day.
Okay, good. Thank you. And Sabrina?
Just keep working on the water intake and get a little bit more on top of snacks.
Mm-hmm.
I think overall the choices are okay, but snacks I need to have them handy, so I'll be working on that tonight.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, I just want to remind you that anytime you have a question, if you don't always feel comfortable posting something in the team wall, that I'm always available here. So be sure to email or call me, text message, whatever you need, and we can work through some of those things. So I'm going to go ahead and in the next day or two, post a link with some of those structural tension charts that you guys can print off and kind of work towards that and figure out what your why is for getting to optimal health. And that being said, we'll end this Sunday evening and work hard towards what we'd like this week. And we'll touch base sometime in the next week. I'll post another link to a Healthy Huddle number 3. And keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing great. Thanks for joining us.
All right, bye.
Have a good night.
Stephanie.
Bye.